your hands in the air and
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
mixing sodas with the beer and
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
So why don't everybody cheer it?
Dr. Do, Dr. Do.
This is the one right here, y'all.
Throw your
What is y'all, your social media platform artist and the host of the YouTube channel. I'm your host, Dr. Do here, everyone. How are we on this wonderful Tuesday afternoon? Today's video, we're going to be doing a little story right here I want to do, alright? Are you guys a big fan of mangas right here? Are you guys manga readers and stuff? And you guys wanted something that make you want to know something, alright? So I want to do something about this because I want to talk about the three mangas. 2024 was a bad year for mangas. I want to talk about the three mangas ending that people were talking about and how bad the situation was to them. Alright, y'all? And also the situation that all the author would put in, and also the situation that they are receiving from fans and critics alike. Okay? So before we get started, you guys new to the YouTube channel, please subscribe to the channel. Alright, hit notification down below, comment down below, see what you guys think of this. You think in my opinion are kind of true or not? And also before we get, if you guys want Dr. Do merch, go to Content Bureau, alright, to get you guys merch, shirts, drink wares, anything you guys like from my channel, from my sponsor right here, alright y'all? And without further ado, let's get started. The first manga that started the bad ending situation this year was My Hero Academia. I'm not talking bad about My Hero Academia. I like My Hero Academia. I like it how the story would progress. I like the character Deku, who was a pretty good, decent main character. I consider him one of my favorites, like top 10 favorite male anime characters of all time, right there. But not as close as my favorite, right there. Alright, y'all. And also how he inspired a lot of things that happened around him, and also inspired from his iconic hero, All Might, and also his power known as One For All. I like that, pretty good. Throughout his whole entire story was great and decent. All right, he was made the story and was made by none other than this man, Kohori Horikoshi. It's hard for me to say his name. Horikoshi, right there. I can say his last name, Horikoshi, right there. Like, he's the author of the My Hero Academia story, alright? He spent from 2014 all the way to 2024. That's like 10 years of working this story. His story, it was good, and also all the way that his style made in his fight sequence and the character development, it was decent, it was good right there. But however, by the end of the My Hero Academia story, things had gone worse for him on this ending, because have you guys seen a lot of things that would happen with this story of My Hero Academia? Like following the aftermath of Deku sacrificing One For All to defeat Shigaraki and All For One as well, and also ending the whole entire feelings conflict once and for all. But however, like following the aftermath of it, people didn't like how it ended, the way it ended for Deku. People were making memes and stuff about Deku working at a fast food restaurant or the Hero Association and stuff. But however, he became a teacher at the end of his career, after he graduated from the Hero Academy, right there, becoming a teacher himself. People were like, so he didn't get a statue, he didn't get any money, and also he's just basically working a minimum wage as a teacher in the school. I'm like, oh guys, people don't like that, because you know that, I mean, I get it, teachers are respected in Japan and stuff, but how much they get paid a month, right? Like between $1,200 $1,300 a month. That means like $700 every $1,400. No, okay, $700 every 2 weeks, right there. That's basically not that much at all. That's sad. Like, he also after he finished school 8 years later, he barely talking to his friends, barely. So you telling me that during the 8-year Horikoshi, you telling me that he barely talked to his friends because they were too busy? I mean, they were too busy on doing healing stuff. I mean, also another problem about it, because there are lesser villains they said after 8 years. I mean, during 8 years, there have been lesser villains at the end of My Hero Academia, which is also, to me, is kind of a concern thing right there, because lesser villains, okay, look at that. I don't think he looked at the consequence of what happened there. Lesser villains, alright? You're talking about if you get rid of all the villains, what's gonna happen for the heroes? Is the hero gonna have to find a different job besides helping people out and stuff? That's the kind of a side effect right there of what happens when you get rid of villains right there. Like, lesser villains mean lesser heroes, alright? That means you have to let go of the heroes who've been trying to help their village or even their city out, because they're becoming lesser villains in the end of the story. And also, during those 8 years, he had been watching his friend being on the top of TV shows, everything, while he was in class teaching people. He doesn't get any appreciation out besides being a teacher. I mean, come on, you could have given him like money and be on some TV stuff and TV show, or be on commercial and stuff, but letting him being behind a desk teaching kids, wow, just wow. Sad that he's not popular like the others. Like, you have one ball for 1 year, all right? But however, it didn't change the fact that you consider yourself the greatest hero of all time. But however, it doesn't seem like you are the greatest hero of all time. So you've spent the last 1 year as a hero, even though defeating All For One is nice and dandy. But however, what would happen if there is a bigger villain than that hero? And what would Deku do without All For One, One For All, right there? But however, his All Might and his students decided to save money to get him basically an Iron Man suit right there, so he could go out with his friend, all of his classmates, and save the world. How was he? That's another concern. How he gonna do? What part he gonna be doing? He's not like Iron Man. Tony Stark is built different than Deku. How would Deku help them out, even though he had an Iron Man suit? That's the problem right there. Is he going to be like Iron Man, like telling them the strategy and stuff? If it's so, then he's basically going to be a background hero, like telling them what they need to do and stuff, but he's going to be fighting less in this situation. That's how I see this, alright? Eventually, Kurohoshi saw this happen. He's like, oh gosh, everybody doesn't like that at all. He didn't look at the effects of what happens when where there is less villains, that is less hero. That's one of the biggest concern part. You know, the Deku is still living with his mom after 8 years. Jeez, he didn't get in a relationship and he didn't make his own family. That's sad during those 8 years right there. So my problem is that he could have done a little more better with Deku on that one. Really tragic for Deku, watching his friends be on the top of the hero rankings and stuff. Yeah, he didn't really became a official hero, alright? He's just a hero student, alright? And so I will get to what gonna happen after that at the end, alright? And then we get to another manga ending where people think this is way worse than My Hero Academia. I gotta tell y'all that this ending is a lot worse than My Hero Academia right there. Now we're going to talk about Jujutsu Kaisen. Jujutsu Kaisen was one of the most biggest and greatest fighting stories of all time. I like it. I like how it was made by none other than the author Gege Akatami. Alright, y'all? He was amazing, alright? He got good storytelling, he got a good fighting style and fight sequence, all that stuff. And he created one of the most popular characters like Sukuna. Kenjaku, Gojo, Yuji right there. But however, following their thing that fell off for Geki Akatami by after 236, which happens when following the aftermath of Gojo being killed off. People were like still mad with the fact that how can Gojo manage to be killed off even though he had used Infinity and had regeneration because the Black Flash took his life. That right out of that, we've been beginning to see some repetitive fight sequence where we see a new character come in and get his butt whooping, and then we see another character, he get his butt whooping, and then we saw that multiple of our favorite characters had died following the aftermath of Gojo's death. But however, the calling game was kind of disappointing at the end when we saw multiple things that people were mad about, right? And talking about how Sukuna wasn't as strong as he claims. And like people calling him a fraud and stuff, but however, people saying that it may be because he didn't eat the final finger to make him much powerful right there. But however, people, there were all the bad plot holes and stuff, like what would, hold on a second, let me catch my breath. I've been talking a lot. But however, when we see the curse domain that Yuji made, we don't know its name. We don't know what it does and stuff. Eventually, he just use it to talk with Sukuna and stuff, and use it to kind of weaken him and stuff. And then we saw Yuta was using Gojo's body for 5 minutes. He was barely using Gojo. Alright, we barely see him use Gojo in one or two chapters. Then it fell, and then we thought that Yuta died for good because he was using Kenjaku's curse technique in order to switch body, and we thought he would pass away after that. Well, look what happened, alright? Yuta is alive on Earth after the battle. We saw Sukuna went from being the most powerful most powerful cursed sorcerer and becoming like this slime-like thing, and then died. It was disappointing me the way he died. Like, man, he won't even admit that he was defeated and stuff. And then and also we saw Nobara coming back and helping them weak Sukuna. I'm like, gee, it took a long time. So you brought her back like 2-3 chapters left and brought her back, and what the heck? They did her dirty. I kind of felt they did her dirty to Nobara, alright? Like, Geki made her into more of a background character than she used to be in her other previous chapter a long time ago. And following the aftermath of defeating Sukuna and the death of Gojo, we seen everybody was like talking about this clan war, and then this part right there and that part, and then there's so many plot holes that Geki Akatami never never going to mention again, because he said he doesn't care. He doesn't care about Jujutsu's story no more. He doesn't care about any of the story following the aftermath of Gojo. Yet people get that he was sick for like a month or so, but however, it doesn't mean that he's going to be make it a little better. He didn't care. He just didn't care. He didn't have that material that like other author does. He doesn't have the sympathy like the other author does, right? He's not like Uda right there. He's not like the author of Dragon Ball, not like the author of Naruto and stuff. Yeah. He's not a really careful one at all. At the end, we saw all of them walking in the sunset, being the next group that was bring balance to the end. I mean, like, I thought there would be multiple characters going to die in this story, like sacrifice themselves to save the world. But we only see Gojo and Yuji's brother got killed by Sukuna. We thought Sukuna had killed the other people, but however, they were brought back and live and stuff. And then we see somebody that looked like Kenjaku or Geto right there, but never been told. He didn't care. He never cared. And also, at the end, Sukuna had a quick change of heart during his conversation with another spirit. I forgot his name. It's been a while since I saw him in the anime. But he was mad that if he would have picked a different path, he wanted to be good, and then took Namari with him in the spirit realm. And also, I found out, he skipped the whole entire battle between her and the other sorcerer right there. That kind of disappointed me that he didn't do more of storytelling on more of a fight with those two at all. He just done his case. He just wanted to think there would be a fight secret between them in one of his stories. He just basically disrespectful man right there. And also, he spent 6 years. He just lost his interest of his story. That's sad because I never seen an author like him don't care about his story no more. I felt like he just using Jujutsu Kaisen to make money off of it, make profit off of this thing. Tragic, man. Really, come on. You should care about your story. People love your story and then you don't care. That's a shame for this man. He should be ashamed of himself for not caring for his story no more. And also the ending, so boring and lacking right there. Like nobody else died following the aftermath of fighting Sukuna. That disappointed me really well. Okay. And also the page for the final page of Jujutsu Kaisen, we see Sukuna finger in the little hunt thing, but I felt like that finger is basically the middle finger from Gegi. He just basically flipped all of us basically. And then we finally get to the final manga that I want to talk about that people hate about. Oshinoko, the idol story that people used to like about. It was made by Akasaki, right? Akasaka. I gotta call him Aka right there. Alright, y'all. And also, when I heard about this story, when I saw the anime, it was good, it was decent. Not bad of a story of an idol that is basically dark and basically a dark story about the doctor and the girl who had cancer in her. Both got reincarnated in a new life as children of the most popular idol named Al right there. They want to know why they would. The doctor wanted to know how he died, but however, he realized that the one who killed him was the man who was told that Al was there. Although I forgot to call him Ruby. Basically, the doctor is Ruby. He was reborn into Al. At Al children right there, and then the cancer girl turned out to be Ruby right there, and they became twins, and they kind of have a good decent life with Al till then a fan of her killed her. That's tragic right there. That's sad to see her dying from it. And then we see Aqua want to go on a revenge on finding the person who was responsible for having Al dead, technically his dad right there, who is a psychopath right there. And following the story, we get to see how their development was progressing, and then we see how Ruby want to be like her mom, Al, and want to be like her being an idol. That was kind of good. And then we see Aqua trying to be like still trying to find his dad and make sure he paid for all the things he did. I like how they did good with the progressive story with it, all that. But however, by 2024, everything changed. Everything started to change a lot because Aka wanted to end this story very, very bad because he doesn't seem to care about his story. At the end, we see Aka facing off his dad, telling him what kind of person he is and stuff, and his father like, I don't care. I don't want nobody to pat Al, even my own daughter. I don't want my own daughter to pat her either. He would do anything to kill his own daughter. But however, the way Aqua died, it was he did a murder-suicide on himself and puts him and his father to the water, killing both of them. I'm kind of iffy with that, because why would Aqua waste it all? He wasted. I felt like the author wasted his character development right there at the end. It's still poorly made. The way he dies and stuff is sad. It kind of sad, but tragic that they could have made his death a little sadder. But this is not. But his death, And also all the things that we seen from Oshinoko at the end was a lot of disappointment. People like, seriously, the way you kill him off is stupid and dumb. All that stuff. Alright, and also the ending for Ruby. And also I forgot to mention that. And also people don't like how they put like the incest feeling in the manga and stuff. I'm like, why you have to put that in there? That kind of gross right there. I mean, it's Japan, really. Alright, and also people were talking about how bad. They also talk bad about how Ruby become like out. Like, how she become like that? Here's the problem. Like her mom, she lies to everyone in order to achieve her goal and stuff. And also Aqua trying to defend her becoming like her, like lying and stuff. And also in her previous life, that girl was alone without any family member to be with her. And also then in the next life, it happened to her again by losing her brother and her mother, and eventually becoming like fully becoming like for example, lying to everyone behind her back. So you're saying that, also, you know what he's also put in? Lying is the good idea to achieve your goal and stuff. So the author want us to lie in order to achieve our goal. Stupid. That kind of stupid right there to say, really. Why you want us to lie in order to achieve our goal? Did the author have this history of lying to achieve his goal? I wonder about that. Think about that one. It's kind of stupid. He too doesn't care about his story. All he cares about is end his story and move on to another project. Dude, you've been working on it for 4 years. That's not that long compared to Geki 6 years and Horikoshi 10 years. But this is 4 years. What was the point of it? And also, he's kind of mad that what happened with his last manga he worked on for a year, he had to cancel it because of due to poor sales. He was kind of mad with his viewer for that. I we should be mad with him for ending his story in a very bad way. Alright, y'all? And also how people feel about this year with mangas, very, very disappointing. Alright? And next to another category. What gonna happen to all three of them? What gonna happen to them after following the aftermath of their manga ended? Well, for Horikoshi, he following the aftermath of his ending, he admitted that he admitted that his ending wasn't great at all, and he was to the point of how his results had done to him. He said, "It's my fault. I'm sorry that I didn't do my job, do a good job of that." And also for that, he decided to work on My Hero Academia a little more by adding 60 more pages to the story of My Hero Academia. That's a good thing for him. He taking responsibility of what happened with his ending. That is a mature author right there, who want to take responsibility and try to fix the situation. You know, he continued to working on his spin-off series from the My Hero Academia franchise, which is also a good thing too, you know. For Geki Akatami, following his aftermath of ending Jujutsu Kaisen and stuff, he announced that he made over 100 million copies. And also, he made some sort of announcement for this December, for the upcoming December. He said he got a new project manga he been working on. But however, people finding out that it's basically a idol story right there. I'm like, an idol story, so you sacrifice all the things, all your generics that you made on Jujutsu Kaisen in order to make a idol story? Seriously, man. I feel like Geki Akutami did that. Reason for him to do an idol story, maybe because he just took his inspiration from Oshinoko, for example, because it made a lot of good profit from the audience and readers alike. I mean, I think Geki tried to use his idol story as a money grab right there. He said he's going to want to make profit of his idol story right there. And also, it also might make me worry about Geki's career and future. It's going to be a rough one for him, really. And then finally for Aka, for him, he's announced a new manga story he's working on. It's a isekai romantic story. Isekai. Isekai. I'm like, dude, you are late to doing isekai. All right, you are late to the isekai party, man. Isekai right now is not that popular no more. It's starting to lose its popularity because there are more like thousands of manga that follow isekai. How would his story be better than the other isekai story when it's about him and this princess are falling in love? Because what you expect? He basically taking the same genetic from isekai. You know, one guy got killed or got teleported to another world. He was summoned by the kingdom, and then he all of a sudden fall in love with this princess girl. They both had the interest, and the world want him to help him defeat a demon king or something like that. I don't think it will work out at all. His isekai story, I felt like it's gonna last more than like a year or two right there. I don't think there's gonna be a chance that he's gonna be making a lot of profit on that one. So there you have it. This is my story I want to work on. Alright, this is one of the reasons why 2024 was a bad year for mangas. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope y'all have a great day. Please subscribe to the channel. Click the notification down below. Comment down below. See what you guys think. I hope y'all have a great day. And see you guys next time right here, y'all. Peace out.